A rainy day. I grew up in a place near Vancouver in Langley where we had a lot more rain than we usually get in Edmonton. And so whenever it rains like it is doing today, it always makes me feel a little bit like I'm at home. Even though now we've lived in Alberta for many years, and I love Alberta sunshine, don't get me wrong. But when it rains, it helps me to relax, to stay inside sometimes, and to do some of the things that I never really feel like I have time to do when it's nice outside. So let me tell you, I love a rainy day. How do you like to spend your rainy days? Often, for our family, it's right in here in the kitchen where we bake something nice to eat, or maybe if you know me by now, you know that I love to make bread. I'm going to make bread tomorrow, and that'll be a wonderful rainy day activity. But today, I'm thinking about something else that we can do when we're forced to be inside and when we have this backdrop, this context of a rainy, growing day in June. I want to think about our prayer lives a little bit. I've come inside now and I'm in the archive room. This is one of the quietest rooms in the church. It's a place I like to come when I want to get away from the noise and from the task list and from the regular challenges of my day, and find some time to pray. Part of Jesus' instructions in the Sermon on the Mount regarding prayer was to go into a room. Into your room, he says, close the door and pray to your Father who is unseen, and then your Father who sees what is done in secret will reward you. You don't need a rainy day to find time to pray. But for me, it helps. It helps to calm me down and to settle my soul and to remind me that a lot of the other things that I might want to do with my time can wait, and that this is important, to take the time to be fed and to spend this time in communion with Jesus. Over the next few weeks and months, while we make our way through the season of Pentecost, this growing season in the church year, this green season, it's good to take time to think about how our lives are fertilized by the practice of prayer. I wonder if you have a place where you can retreat to, where it's quiet and you're free from distractions and where you can find time to pray. I wonder if you have a regular practice of prayer. For me, I like to pray using a book, a little prayer journal, and I've kept many of these over the years. For me, I find it peaceful writing my prayers down. There are many different modes of prayer. Some people pray aloud, some people pray quietly, some people pray before bed, before meal times, some people pray as they walk outside in nature. And I want to invite you to think about your own personal practice of prayer and how that cultivates a communion with Jesus in your life. What better thing to do for at least a little while on a rainy day like today? While the earth is being watered, our souls also can be watered in the presence of God. And as we open our hearts and our ears to how He is speaking to us, as we find our places in the Scripture as well and read perhaps some passages like the one from Matthew 6 about prayer, I pray that you will have an enriching time of communion with Jesus. So may your rainy day be filled with His love and with the practice of prayer. We'll talk to you again soon.